everyone, and welcome back. So this time we're going over unit conversions. Woo! Okay, maybe not that excited, but it is important. Because after all, you have 3 different systems of units, and if you don't use the right one and you can't convert to the others, you might end up blowing a $1 billion Martian rover, or building an extremely advanced for the time ship that sinks, as you hopefully learned about while you're reading this week. Okay, so let's jump into it. Now, unit conversions are not that hard. Mostly what you have is you have some unit with a number next to it, and you will multiply various conversions by it until you get the unit you want. Okay? If this one's on the top, then the unit you want will in the end be on the top. If this unit you have is on the bottom, then in the end the unit that you want will be on the bottom. Now, each of these steps in the middle, these are going to be unit conversions. You will find them in your textbook in that front cover. You should have had a textbook. You should be able to find these. They look something like this, like 1 foot equals 3.1 meter equals 3.28 feet. Okay? Or it might look like 1 atmosphere is equal to 101,325 pascals. So 1 unit on one side, another unit on the other side, and 2 numbers. Usually one of those numbers is 1, not always. So why is it called the train track method? Well, it's called the train track method because this kind of looks like train tracks. You know, make a second line here. Woo-hoo. It's the train track method, okay? Just believe it. Okay, now, because this is as clear as mud, we're going to do an example together. I'm going to read that example, we'll walk through it, and I will post more example videos of doing unit conversions so you can see it, more than just in this PowerPoint. Okay, so let's go back to this. Here we go. So we're going to do a simple problem. We'll be converting 4,500 inches to kilometers. Now remember what I said, one example is not enough. Do more. Look at the PowerPoints, check my other videos, which we're going to do other examples, and learn, okay? So, 4,500 inches to kilometers. Sorry, the transitions are messing up a little bit here today. Okay, so step 1, write what you were given. Given 4,500 inches. Step 2, what do you want? You want kilometers. Now, this seems super simple. You're like, this is stupid. I don't want to do this. It gets harder. You need to have good habits from the beginning. Okay, I've done that. Let's do the train track method. So, step 3, I'll write the conversions that are connecting the two. If you're not certain about what conversions you need, just go ahead and write them down. You might not need them, and that's okay. So, in this case right here, I have 3.28 feet is 1 meter. Maybe it'll be helpful. I got 1 kilometer is 1,000 meters. Okay, well, that's kilometers. That's what I wanted. And foot in inches and feet in miles. Now, these are all from the front cover of your textbook, and what you would realize in the end is that this one really isn't needed. A second thing you might realize is that some of you are going to be using more steps than others. One of you might be like, I found 2 steps to get there. Why are you using 3? That's okay. As long as you're careful, no matter how many steps you use, if you end with the right units, you'll end with the right number. If you're careful, make sure you multiply right. So now we fill in our train track. So 4,500 inches, whatever unit is on the top here goes on the bottom in the next little section. So what connects inches? Well, we've got inches to feet, so put that in there. So 12 inches, 1 foot. And so since foot is on the top, it goes on the bottom in the next section. Okay, do I have feet to kilometers? I don't have that. But I have feet to meters. So 3.28 feet, 1 meter. Once again, meters on the top here, it goes on the bottom of the next section. It's always moving diagonally. And then finally, 1,000 meters is 1 kilometer. I have the unit I want, I can stop. Now, the great thing is that after I've done this, all of these units will cancel. So inches cancels because there's inches on the top, inches on the bottom. Feet cancels because there's feet on the top, feet on the bottom. Meters cancel because there's meters on the top, meters on the bottom. So all I'm left with is kilometers multiplied by number and then divided by something else. So if I multiply that out, what I get is that 4,500 inches is 0.1143 kilometers. And you're done. Maybe that seemed easy to you, maybe that seemed really hard. Either way, please look at some of the other example videos. And I'll talk to you next time. Bye-bye.